guys, Thomas from Team Sakuraso here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch, and I just want to thank you guys so much for hitting 50 likes on the last Market Watch. When you guys like the Market Watch, it means that more people can see it. It shows that, hey, you really like what I'm doing, and that you took the time to like the video. So if you have not liked the video, or you don't usually like videos, if you can like this Market Watch, that would be awesome. I would really appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, hopefully today's day earn your subscription. If you're buying any cards off TCG Player, like the ones I'm going over now, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. It helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. And consider being a YouTube channel member. Now, with all that out of the way, what in the actual heck? See, look at me. I try not to swear. Is DROLL and Lockbird sitting at $200 for lightly played, and then you have near mint starting at $282, $300. Now, I can't say I'm shocked, because if you guys don't know, DROLL and Lockbird is used heavily this format because it is amazing against Tri-Brigade and Zoo Tri-Brigade, right? Which is basically the meta right now, right? It's not tier 1, but they're taking about 40% of the tops is either some variant of Tri-Brigade, 40 to 50%. In fact, I'd probably say maybe a little closer to 50. But this card stops all their searching since it's very hard to ash them. They play around ash very, very well. And when we have a format where the top deck plays around ash very, very easily, DROLL and Lockbird usually comes in play where it's like, okay, let them get that one search instead of which one of the 7 searches do I stop type of thing. So am I shocked at this price? A little bit. Because now I did expect this to go to 150, 200, yes, right? But I have that old mindset where I keep forgetting that things just get bought out in today's Yu-Gi-Oh! To $300, $350 too. Like, guys, this is insane to me. And these are selling. One here sold at $350, right? Lately plates are selling at 200-ish. I have my 2 copies I got for $35. And if you guys have been watching for a long time, when this card went up to about $89, I got pissed off because I was like, oh, I should probably finish my playset. But, yeah, no. Before we get to the even more wacky stuff here, I forgot to mention, if you want me to go over any cards or alert me of any buyouts, tell me in the comment section below. I always love when you guys give me cards, but OTS Pack 1 Supers, man. Okay, $22, but that's very cheap, because after those 2 copies are gone, this is a $30 card. What's hilarious is this is my personal set, and I don't care about this card for $30 worth, right? It's really, really good, this format, but $30 for the super rare? I mean, to be fair, when OTS Pack 1 came out, it was such a banger. And a lot of people like it because it's a tournament pack-esque rarity, so I get why people like it, but man, $22 going up to $30. If you have any spare DROLLs, now's the time to sell them. DROLL Lockbird or the Spellcaster Zone. Now, this is where we get into some crackhead mentality. These are $13 for commons. Now, I told people to get these at $1 for a penny stock. And the worst part about this DROLL Lockbird, now we have others pulled up here, but I'm actually going to type it in. The alternate art. You guys saw that the common was 12, right? The golds are the same thing. Tell me why people would rather play a common than this gold rare. I don't know. People paying $12 for commons. That's some crackhead mentality. Star Strike Blast rares, which is actually the version I kind of want. First and light plates are at $13. First edition near mints are $14, $15. So, wow. I know it's droll, but like... And this is why, and I tell people, get hand traps you want when they're not getting played, because if people understand it's a good card, and hand traps are usually played in 3s, meta players, casual players, everyone's going to want their hands on these hand traps, and it's going to get bought out, right? Even Ghost Spell went up a couple dollars for the super easy, accessible Dual Devastator version, and they've reprinted that card multiple times, like a $5 card, so... If you have spare DROLLs, I would definitely get rid of them now. DD Crow Ultimate Rare. Someone told me this was going to the literal moon. So I want to check this out. So we have heavy and damaged copies at like 70. No thank you. Lightly played element at 85. That's tolerable. First at, well, more lightly played here at 120. We're the first ed mods for 125. That's a little icky. But where are first ed lightly played and first ed near mints? Because first ed light play 160. That is actually sadly what I expected, right? Around 150. So 160 here, and first ed near mints are what? 200? Uh, 400. So if your DD Crows are especially mint and you have them and you're playing them, do me a favor, take them out of the sleeve, stop playing them, because when a card, in my opinion, for the main deck that you have to play multiples of, hits something like this, I would rather just play a cheaper version, have that version to look at or something. Like, just because I'm not making that card accidentally moderately played. Like, I would hate myself. It would ruin my entire day. But yeah, if you want lightly played, go for it. Or if you want to gamble on the mod plays, I will tell you guys this though. I do advise gambling on mod plays, but when it comes to these older cards, sometimes, like, they are, because they're very old, they are quite mod plays. So I wouldn't take the gamble on these per se, because if you guys don't know, I tell people sometimes, hey, it's not bad to take a chance on a mod play card if it's a lot cheaper, because it might come lightly played anyway, or it might not be that bad, right? However, I would definitely forget about the mods at 125, and I would get the first set like plays for 160. Like for $30, get the much better rarity or condition. My fault. DD Crow Starlight rares. Now, if you guys have not looked at these in person, they're gorgeous, right? 375, going up to 550. Now, this card will go to the moon. I mean, we have 10 copies here from Core TCGs, so I'll tell you this, he's holding the wall, so if someone wants to break this, they're going to have to buy 10 copies, right? Uh, it's real, and people from now on are going to have to list lower, because if they want to sell their copy, they can't, they have to put it below this guy, so these are approaching 400. They were 300. And if this card is ever played, it probably will go up even further. Along with it is Rise of the Duels, right? First ed boxes are extinct essentially. So, in fact, we'll take a look here. Oh, you can get a case, with that clean $25 shipping, right? 3,100 or 3,200, right? But boxes, right? Just one sealed box, right? They're better. 275. I'm used to them being around 330, 340, but I guess this is being reprinted. It's not that bad. But yeah. Wish I got a case. Uh, Effect Veiler Ultimate Rare. Can we have Duelist Revelation? Revolution. I don't know why I should call it Revelation. Near mints are 135, 140. First ed mods are 180. First ed light plays are 200 here, so not bad. First ed near mints 255 from that new seller, but it's gonna be 350. Personally, when these were 100, that's when you should have got them. That's when I should have got them. I offered a guy when they were about 125 for first ed near mints, 125 to 130. I'm like, dude, I'll give you 300 on the spot. And he said he thinks he could have got a better deal elsewhere. I heard he sold it for 330, which was great on him, but wish I offered more. I bought him at full price because that would be a very, very good return. In fact, there are Duelist Revolution, though ultra rares, lightly playeds are sixes. But what I'm here for, and I'm just gonna put the filter on for this one actually, is first edition near mints. Now, there's a mod play here for 12, mods for 15, 16. Light plays start at 17, and then first ed near mints are $24. Now, I told people not to grab this actually, because I told people, hey, there's a reason why this card is cheap right now and it's not being played. Well, now it's being played, and people decide to get their OG versions, which I actually think is quite smart because Impermanent Veiler are making their way back into the meta now. I personally think that OGs are deserving of this price right now. I know why they were at 10 because they weren't being played at all and the market was filled up, but I guess someone came in here and cleaned them out. I know one guy in a certain Facebook group I'm in was cleaning up like a placer to a week, which doesn't sound like much, right? And he had like an initial buyout and then he started doing that. So maybe that's just him. Probably not. Some people have to be buying copies, but as you see here, people are buying them. Uh, Infinite Impermanence, Flames of Destruction. This is also making its way back. You can't talk about Valor without talking about Infinite Impermanence. Uh, Let's see here. Lightly played unlimited 55. Near mints are 50s. Okay, that's actually quite good. First edition near mint though. That's what we're looking at right now. First ed mod 67. First ed light play is $70. Okay, that's actually really good. First ed near mint 78. Oh, accidental click there. And if you guys hear anything in the background, I apologize. My cat likes to be a little loud sometimes. $78 though. That's actually not that bad for impermanence. I would definitely pay that because these were 100 to 120 at one point. They were always around $80. These seem very, very cheap actually. So I'm actually quite shocked. Ultra Infinite Permanents from Dual Overload. This is the most expensive version. The other versions are like, I peeped them very quickly. They're like around the same price. $22. Not bad. I mean, these were going down to like 17. It's still Imperm. And this is still a card that's not easy to get. So I feel like the time is coming where they finally give us like a very easy, accessible, super common. Like it has to be coming around the corner, right? I still want an ultimate rare of this, by the way. So I'll dish out cash. I'll dish out up to 150 a copy. I'm not gonna like that. I'd rather pay 120, but I'll do it. And then I get rid of my secrets. Swords of Revealing Light Hobby League here. Someone told me to peep this out. I actually completely forgot that these existed. Lightly plates for 750. That's very cheap. $7. Okay, and now we're at 50. This is what I thought it was around. It was around 20, 50 to 20. I thought it was 20. Near mid store, $25 here, and everyone's basically shortcutting themselves a penny here, which I find is like the difference between this version or this seller. This seller is like literally 6 cents. I can't help but find that funny. But there's a ton here for 14. However, getting these lightly plates over here for sevens is very, very cheap. I personally have one copy, and I may pick up another copy, possibly. But I'm gonna let you guys have these two copies. I'm probably gonna wait a week. But yeah, honestly, this is not a bad pickup. Like, especially because Swords of Revealing Light has a lot of printings collectors really don't care about. Like, in fact, we'll actually take a look together. We'll take a look at this, right? Like, look, there's no real version. Like, okay, DB1, right, has some, lightly played $10, right? That's cool, but it's DB1. I expected a little bit worse, right? Like $10 is pretty cheap for a DB copy here. But, you got golds for like $2, $3. Let's look at what a first ed Swords of Revealing Light is over here. We're going to put the first edition label here. We're going to look at all first eds. Mob plays are 32. So if you just want the card, it's actually not that bad. Where are light plays at? 55? And then near mints are... There's a Spanish here for 70. Yeah, of course, the difference between for 325. I'll be honest with you, I don't think anyone really believes in that. First ed light plays for 55. That's what it is today. That's actually really, really cheap. Like for a first ed card out of LOB that is a holographic that is in good condition, especially something like Swords Revealing Light, that's a very, very iconic card, right? I find that they're cheap. Silver Sentinel. And we are back. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, Silver Sentinel Ultimate Rare. I actually really love this card. It's got an iconic artwork, and I actually really try to make this card work. Return of Duelist near mints are 275 here. First editions, though, that's what I kind of want to look at here. First ed light play 350 from a new seller, then 450. Right, and that's not too bad for lightly played. First ed near mint, is about 718. Okay, so it's actually quite going. Oh, okay, isn't something $18? That's pretty awful. I would, if I were you guys, I'd just grab the lightly playeds, right? If a first ed lightly played is a sixth of the price of a first ed near mint, I would rather have the first ed light play all day every day because I'd rather have like 3 first ed lightly playeds than 1 first ed near mint. That is personally me. Would I grab this card? Only if you like it. This card is not ever going to be relevant, right? I'm probably eating my words and like there's going to be this random strategy in the future. But like I'm being honest with you, I remember trying to make this card work and it would not work, right? It's a card to get off the artwork alone. It was cool. Konami was trying something new, and I believe, and this is just a theory here, that this is one of the cards that kind of led to the making of artifacts as we know it today. You guys like, Artifact Sanctum, Lancia, stuff like that, right? Because the whole art, this was the only real thing we really had outside of artifacts that were similar to it before artifacts, right? And artifacts came somewhat similar after, so I felt like they were testing the waters a little bit with this. But who knows? I could be wrong. It's just some food for thought. Cyber Elton. So someone in my comment section below, and I think this was a new subscriber. So if you're new to the channel, because I've been getting some new subscribers, I just want to say welcome. He talked to me about this card, and I like to say that two great minds think alike. Because if you guys remember, I actually had this for $1 in my 5 card Samuel trade binder, and as you see here, they're selling at 256, 420. We're gonna take a look at this card actually. So lightly plates are $2.18. So double the money I mentioned them. Near mints are about, well, $2 from this new seller, two right here. They quickly go up to $4 or $5 though. Okay, if you guys want to know what this card does, you special summon it by removing for play all light machine type monsters you control and that are in your graveyard, right? So only the light machine type monsters. And then this card's attack and defense becomes equal to the number of monsters removed from play when it's special summoned. And when it's summoned, you can send all other face up monsters on the field to the graveyard. So the reason why this is actually quite good, in my opinion, as a card, is because it doesn't matter about its attack increase, it nukes the board, right? Because it sends all as well. It does not destroy all other face-up monsters on the field. It sends. That is really, really crucial because if they cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and you have this, this is technically an out to that, right? So the wording here, especially because in GX era, you didn't really have send too much, right? Like, it existed, but it was very, very rare. That for it to be this card outed a lot of stuff that was very hard to out back then. It actually saw some play. Now, because of the wording, it's still kind of the same. It can out a lot of things. The other reason that I think this card is actually quite good is because it doesn't have a number that you have to bash. The issue is if you're playing, and depending on how your combo is going, you could summon this. Maybe it'll have 500 attack, maybe it'll have 1,000. It doesn't matter. If it gets rid of your opponent's board, that's good, especially if you're like, imagine you're playing this in, if there's ever a light machine deck that gets effects off banishes, this card will jump up times 10, right? These are probably going to go at 15s, right? 15 a copy. So that's why I think this card is really, really good. And you can also link it off, overlay. It doesn't also have any type of like restriction. You can still enter battle phase, all that. This card is great. It's just very specific, and as it should be, right? It's also level, and if I'm wrong here, I have to count 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's level 10. So technically, maybe you could play in trains. I don't know. I know they probably have a light machine. But I think they have some light machines in there. So technically, you could play this in trains, and other like rank 10 decks, all that. So it's not bad. Dragoon Knight Barcha here, secret rare. These went to the moon. First ed light plates are 31. First ed near mints are, man, I don't even want to look here. $38. Now, I've known this card's been here for a while, and I just don't understand why. Because if you look over at the DTs, right, would you rather have a lightly played DT for 51 or a near mint, first and near mint for $38? I would definitely rather get something very hard to get like DT. Like this is just fake value. Like, it is selling here, which seems really, really disgusting, but I would never pay this. I would never, right? I would rather pay the extra money for DTs. It could, you have a bunch here too. This is gonna age like fine wine. This is gonna age like your dog's shit. Like, if you have any of these and you're not using them, sell them immediately. Even, even if you're playing Dragoonides, sell these and just upgrade to DT. Like, if you like the deck a lot. Just definitely don't let this card sit there, right? You shouldn't let, like, a card that's $38 that shouldn't be above 8 sit there. Like, if this would have like good value, I would have been on, because Dragoonians aren't doing anything, even with their new support, which is actually really good. Remis here, and this was the chase card that goes to the past, right? $30, right? And I said to people, this will probably settle at like 12, and it did. Then it got, and people call me crazy, and now it got cut in half. I never expected it to drop this much. 625. Right, like, let's see what the next page shows us, just so I can see here. There's me here, like, 750, like, ugh. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend Ghost right now. This is actually bought out. Because first I admit you have an Italian here for 110, and you guys know I love Italian, so I have to peep it. Tell me in the comment section below that this doesn't look good, and you're gonna catch a quick ban. By the way, that was a joke. You could think this doesn't look good. Don't worry, right? But this looks beautiful to me. I might order it, but I don't feel like spending $100 right now. First I'd like play go is 284, 300, 800. So yeah. I mean, honestly, if this could get bought out, Flare Metal, I'm just saying. Speaking of Red Eyes, though, Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon from Forbidden Memories. I want to peep these. There's a lot of, like, garbage copies here. And these sell, believe it or not. Mods are 80. Light plays are 161. And near mints are... Well, you got a new guy here at, like, 200 something, but I'm not really going to count that here. Near mints are 500 bucks, going up to, like, 900. And, there's the damage. They sell, right? Personally, if you actually somehow manage to have a good condition copy that has the light player higher, I would personally just double sleeve it and PSA it. Like, this card's probably not going to see play, so you might as well just PSA it if it's going to be worth this much. I do think it's a little ridiculous, though. For Forbidden Memories, it's a little crazy. Protos right here, this guy went up to like $7, $8, and he's not a bad card. $1.25 going up to like $1.50. So someone told me in my comment section below that this was a good penny stock. It is if it doesn't get reprinted. If it gets reprinted, it's gonna be hard. But we have to reprint from Eternity Code to Phantom Rage, right? That's like 4 or 5 core sets, right? Like we have a lot to reprint, right? In our next Megatins, especially with the delay, right? That gives us a little more room to like reprint stuff that maybe we did not have the window or was cutting it a little too close. It's $1. If you think it's good and you think it's a good penny stock, go grab it. Again, it's McDonald's money, right? Like, you might lose like what, 60 cents on it? Like, Speed Duel Tournament Pack 2. Now, if you guys don't know, I actually was able to get 23 packs, I think. It was above 20, right? Of Speed Duel Tournament Pack 2. And from my knowledge, I don't think one of the ultra rares was pulled. Now, I can possibly, and a lot of people have been telling me this, I could technically weigh them, but since I'm gonna open them all, I want to keep it as a surprise, and I really like it. I know how to get more and all that anyway, right? And I want to have some fun, right? I have Speed Duel Tournament Pack 1 that I do have sealed that I am going to just get rid of. I'm not gonna weigh because I know I'm gonna sell it for sure. Right, and I don't know, it's just something inside me, especially when I became a vendor, where it's like, I don't want to weigh packs ever, like, I'm never going to do that, right? It's just, to me, kind of scummy, you know what I mean? Like, it's 6 packs. I mean, to be fair, though, Speed Turn Pack 1's going to go so to the actual moon that people don't care if there's no card, like, they just want the sealed, just to have the sealed, so it can be like, oh, look at this, I have a sealed one, where are you going to find that kind of thing, right? But it's still kind of, like, beneath me. So I'm not going to ever do that. King of the Skull Servants here at 150, going up to 157. And this sells, by the way, as you see right here. Right? So, I don't know. This is crazy. But we do have the Super OTS Pack 16. So, maybe that'll make this price calm down a bit. Fortress Whale, $200, going up to $250 here. This is kind of what I'm hoping for, is the Fortress Whale. Not the King. I would love it. This looks really cool. I'm not going to be mad. I'm aiming for these two, but I'm slightly going towards Fortress just because I'd like it a little more. Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth here is about 65 going up to 70. Serpents, cheap one here at $70 going up to 200. But as you guys see over here, they mostly sell at 75s right here. They've not sold. Well, we'll take a look here. Yeah, they haven't really sold at 200. So if you buy it at 70, you might hold on to it. But personally, if I was that guy, I would probably list it for 100 because someone might see this and be like, oh, this is the last copy before it doubles. Let me go grab it, right? So I think putting it at like 100 or like 110 would be a good price. But hey, it's your gain if you guys want it. Amazon Swordswoman, 75s here, going up to 185. No, thank you. Barrel Dragon here, well, $30. I would actually buy that for 30. Oh, okay. Internalized error. All right. Barrel Dragon, you want to try? Want to try again? Okay. $30, going up to 40 after these two copies are gone. If and they do bomb out 100. If you guys are looking to get some speed duel stuff, which if they ever cancel speed duels, you're gonna want it. All right, like trust me, whenever they cancel a card game, everything goes literally to the moon. Like Naruto TCG used to be one of the cheapest card games, and now everything costs like 300, 400, 500 plus, right? $40, right? Slushy, right? $4 here, and that's my boy Lil Fat Tony Gaming. If you guys actually don't know, this is one of the guys who actually vents to me if I need something. I tell him, right? He hooks me up with cases. Not always. Lightning Overdrive, he didn't hook me up with the case, but you guys get the point. He's a really awesome guy here, so I want to give him a shout here. My boy Lil Fat Tony Gaming. Summoners are $2 to $3. This is actually very cheap. This is a great penny stonk. Maneater, dollar? Hey, that's not bad. Caboozles, though, is $9. I saw this earlier, and I was like, why? I didn't really get this. I mean, Dino Rabbit, sure, but I'd rather play Secrets, but $9? And I know a guy who I went to a locals not even a week ago, and he ended up paying like $2 for two of these. So, bro, if you're watching this, yo, you made some big cash, right? I love paying $1 on $9 cards. Crush Card Virus, Ultimate Rare. We got a lot of bullshit here. Near mint here for 3250. Hey, that's not bad for near mints. Lightly play here 40, near mint 40. Right? Not bad for unlimited. I still think this is very, very great. First editions though, right? That's what we care. We have a first ed heavy at 60. We have a first ed mod by me at 106. This is mod play, by the way. Do not order this thinking it's light play. No, it is definitely moderately played. It's not bad, like horrible moderately played, but it's what you would expect out of a moderately played card, right? Lightly plays at 120. Like I'll be honest with you. Why would you not spend the 13, 14 extra dollars to get the lightly played, right? So grab these copies. I think 120 is fine for this. Then we have first ed near mints. That's kind of what I want to peep here. 220, right, for by 8 sales here. 250 for first ed near mints. Now, I actually want to take a look and see what these are selling at. First ed light play did sell, well, one here for 42. Huh, okay. First ed lightly played, $70. So, I think this card could sell at 100 something for sure, right? People are sleeping on this card massively. Crush Card Virus, gold rare. These are about 125. These are just cuckoo. Like, I understand why this card's worth a lot, but like, bro, I can't. It does look very nice though. Now, funny enough, I've never seen one of these in person, but I heard they look very, very nice. Dark Gruffer booster pack coming out. Dark Gruffer's been getting some buyouts everywhere. Lightly played here for 34, right? 35 essentially. Near mints are about 39 right here, going up to $40. Now, I haven't seen 5 cards having a trade binder when these were like $13, like touching 13 barely, right? And I told people, Dark Gruffer is always going to be a card that's played because it does so much for the dark attribute, right? You discard a level 5 or higher dark monster, you special summon it from your hand, and then once per turn you can discard a dark monster to send one dark monster from your graveyard. So you can normal summon it, don't get me wrong. But this loads up your graveyard with 3 darks, enough for dad, right? So people, like you say, hey, if you had this, that, and another dark monster, you'd be able to plus, right? And this card, there's no other card that's really like level 4 that is better than loading up the graveyard than this. That's like a normal summon effect, right? This card's pretty good. You know, what's called? It's not a cost to discard either, which I think is actually kind of good. The artwork looks beautiful, right? That's why I told people to grab this card. Like, I understand why it's 40. I will understand when it's 80, and I'll understand when it gets bought out then. Dark Gruffer from Phantom Darkness. Now we have something weird going on. So, you have lightly plates at 250, right? Near mints are, you know, where near mints at? Like $6-7, right? Yeah, $6, right? We got some haha, you know, hee-hees. Notice how we haven't seen any first eds, right? That's because there's no first eds. There's 0 first eds. 0. I couldn't even put the filter on because there's 0 first eds of this. Okay. Dark Gruffer Secret Rare though, from Phantom Darkness. Actually, in fact, that's I think because this is a super rare. Yeah, this is limited edition. I'm so dumb. Yeah, super rare sneak peek. But yeah, these are actually not bad to get as well. Lightly play at $2 here. It's actually quite good. Secret rares though at $38 for unlimited. For near mints are 42. First editions though. You got mob plays at 63, which is not good. First light play 85, 87. First in your minutes are about $108. That's kind of what you're looking at Dark Gruffer. I mean, it's an old Secret Phantom Darkness first edition, and it's sometimes meta relevant. I am very shocked these actually aren't like $300-400. I feel like that's kind of where they should be, but what do I know? Gravekeeper's Assailant Turbo Pack Booster 2 here is bought out here. $40 across the board. There's like four. Well, there's three. There's six lightly played. So I guess there's this guy's too, but Dark Magician Girl. Now, a lot of people have not been talking about Dark Magician Girl a lot lately, and that's because the 2020 version is just dirt cheap to what people were speculating. It's sold around $33. Now it is selling, and it's selling every day, so this could go to 40, 50, right? But the 2020 versions, right? These are about $75. So these are going to go up as well. A lot of people here actually have them at 75, 76. Going up to about 100, so yeah, it was the reprint good? Honestly, you make that decision, but personally, this card I really don't feel like they should have made a new serial number. I just feel like they should have handled it properly by making sure more people got these. Especially because, and I'm going to rant here, but I want people to hear it. Usually I tell you, hey, skip the video, but you need to hear this as a Yu-Gi-Oh player. We are at 150 OTS stores getting penalties and counting, by the way, because of what they did with this card. If you guys don't know, a lot of card shops kept them and just sold the singles, right? Because they knew how much money this was going to be, right? They at least some of them didn't keep all of them. They sold like half and then kept the other half and just were with the illusion of scalpers, right? And all that jazz. Some card shops, I know one near me, actually said required you to spend $100 to get a Dark Magician Girl 2021. That is sad. That is extremely, extremely sad. Like, I personally, I can't even, right? There's other scummy stuff too. Like, some card shops did 50. Some card shops, like, they mishandled it in some other way. It is ridiculous, right? Like, the whole thing with this card pissed me off, right? Maybe it's because they also made my OGs lose value, but it was really, really the second part. Uh, Plus, having two lost arts of the same card is really stupid. What they should have done is made sure every card store got a actual good amount of these. But what do I know, right? Pot of Prosperity, Blazing Vortex. You got some new sellers here for 40, 95s. 110. I don't even know what to say. Like, I need two of these, and I'm fresh out of luck. Armed Dragon Flash, Ultra Rares. Now these are about $15, going up to 20. I think Ultra Rares might actually be worth getting. Believe it or not. In fact, I actually want to look at the original secrets here. Uh, Original secrets are $7. So that's actually not too bad here. You also have Armed Dragon level 7. Armed Dragon Thunder level 7 here. And these are very... Oh, it's actually... I'm supposed to do level 10, aren't I? But yeah, these are, $5. So they're creeping up, right? Flashes were like 5, so they are creeping up to 7. And then level 10s here, though. These are doing the exact opposite. These are... Dude, literally... I don't care if you want to include shipping or not. The actual card is less than $4 now. That to me is absolutely insane. It's not a bad card to get because I feel like the OGs will go up, and it is a very, very cool looking card. Like, I really love how this card looks. Like, I buy them all day, every day for $2, and I can't help but feel bad, right? Like, I always think this card's $7 or $8, but no, it's the demand's just not there right now. But I would, if you want Armed Dragon stuff, I would get it now. I think it's the cheapest it's going to be, especially for the ultra rare sneak peeks. Underworld Goddess of the Closed World here. Secret rares. First and units are 23, going up to about 25. Issue is this card's not being played. That's the big issue, right? If this card was seeing more play, it would be more. It's not bad secret. People know it has potential, so it's in value. We need to see decks top with it, though. That's the big issue. El Shaddai window. So the reason why I'm showing this is because first set light plates are 350. Right. If you guys didn't know, this card got bought out to anything with a first set label is 15 plus, right? 375, $4, right? And well, there's actually a heavy plate right here, but they quickly go up to, let's see here. First set limits are like 7, right? That's actually quite good. People really think Windows gonna get banned. Honestly, Windows shouldn't get banned, right? It's like the same argument that people use for other cards to get banned. Oh, but my combo deck, right? It doesn't let me play. But here's the issue, buddy. Number one, it actually does, especially because stuff that uses Windows can't really OTK now besides like Dogmatica. And like, as a player, you should be able to play through a window, right? Like maybe not easy depending on your hand. Like sometimes you just lose the cards. Well, that's how Yu-Gi-Oh is. Tough cookies, right? Every duel is not the most fair, right? You've been playing this game for a while, right? You should understand this, right? Like, oh, you can't outmine? Yeah, it sucks, right? Same thing with this, but it's way more linear. You can still activate effects, remove it in some way, right? This card doesn't deserve to be banned. If Konami doesn't ban it, it's going to go up to $10. So if you want your first eds, grab them now. Even if it gets banned, people are going to play Duelist Alliance format till the end of time. They're going to want OG Ultra Windows. Getting first eds for 4 is a steal. Deltaros, I just want to check up on this. Limits are now 41. Okay. So those, even the unlimiteds went up. Mod at 63. First ed light plays 70, 72. Okay. Going up to 250. Wow. Okay. I mean, if you got yours at $20, $30, congratulations. Saphira, Queen of Dragons. You guys remember when this ulti got bought to like 175 and everyone was cheering that was like the best fucking buy? Well, first ed light plates are $15. First ed limits are 16. Congratulations. Like, I told people, they're not going to sell above 50. In fact, if you look at the recent sales here, yeah, they're not. Like, people like this card, but you should get this card because you like the artwork, because it has gorgeous artwork. Kind of reminds me of something from Magic of the Gathering. El Shaddai Chicken another Ultimate that's actually quite a cheap pickup, in my opinion, for what it is. Near my tier for 28. Quite cheap. First I knew it at $39, but that's from a new seller. First ed light play 40. First ed limit 41. First verify. That's what I'm really looking at right now. 47 bucks. That's actually not that bad at all. If you guys don't know, this is Solemn Strike for Shaddolls, because you discard, you negate and destroy, and then you get the Shaddol effect. That's what's really, really good about this card, right? It also adds the fusion like all the other ones, right? And it is during either player's turn, which is really good. The Secret Originals are actually some money too. Lightly played and unlimited near mints are like 10. First internet, yeah, $10. So if you want your secrets, that's not bad either. I still think this is really, really good. And what I like to do with this is I actually like using Super Poly with this, because you never know what Earth card tech kind of card you'll run into. But it also stops Zodiac, because you basically wait for them to overlay, get all their stuff, right? Enter battle phase. Right, if they want to attack your window or your, other thing, right? Depending on what you have on board. You super poly into the Shekanaga, and what's really good about this is, you put your Shekanaga, now you have the Shaddol fusion back from your hand, right? Because window hits the grave, right? So you get to grab that back, but you still have that one card above, right? So you're not losing a card. Since Super Poly goes to grave, that's the card you'd be using, but you still get a fusion back from the graveyard. And then after that, depending if you have a Shaddol in your hand, which most likely you will also have a Solemn Strike, right? And now they have to go, unless they have evenly and they're just crazy, right? They have to go main phase 2, and then they have to figure out what they have to do then. But they for sure have to play against out your one interrupt, right? They could special summon multiple times now that stuff's lifted, but depending on where they are in their combo and all that, they might just have to go, to game 2 essentially. So I'm shocked I don't see this thing more play. Deep Sea Diva, Turbo Pack 4s. These are lightning plates are 78, near mints are $89. Right. Very, very cheap here. Right. I still think these could go to $300. And if you guys don't know, I told you guys to buy these at 45 to 50. So if you listened, you made a lot of money. If you didn't, well, you could have had a Turbo Pack card that almost doubled in price. Fusion Future, Ultimate Rare here. By the way, if you got this far in the video, make sure to smash that like button. I always love when you guys do that. I'm technically doing a double upload today because it's not by the time you see this, but later on, I'll be doing a upload on MSK channel. I have a bunch of new cards, and I'll have an OTS pack open there, all this awesome stuff. You should go check it out. So I'm doing 2 market watches today, so if I seem a little tired, that's why. I also have to do a lot of stuff for my store, and yeah. There's a reason why I don't always double upload. $17 for lightly played. This is a beautiful ulti. I would grab a lightly played. Yes, I would obviously love the first set, but it looks beautiful, so like I deal with unlimited. You know, first world problems. Boo-hoo me. First eds though, that's what I want to look at. First ed light play, 43, $45. Okay, that's actually quite cheap. First ed near mint, $58, $62. Oh, $52, $62. That is actually quite good. If you guys want old ulti, right? From a GX core set that you think is a good investment, look no further. I just highlighted it for you. Neospatian Aqua Dolphin Ultimate Rare here. Lightly plates are 105. First light plates are 130. Not bad. I mean, I remember this card was always used. It still is a great card, but yeah, being a collector's card and a meta card like this, like Neospatian Aqua Dolphin was built to be so much money. Like Destiny Hero Dogma, and I told people to grab these at like 15, 25 bucks for first ender mints. First ender mints are 80. I congratulated you when they went to 50. I congratulated you when they went to 60. And I'm going to congratulate you again because actually that's a new seller. First ed lightly plates are actually 89. First ed verified is 110. So, and this card is selling. Look, someone bought one just a month ago, first ed mint. People are buying mods for 50. You know, if you got this card, congratulations. I also really love the artwork. I like Destiny Heroes. I don't like Elemental Heroes, but I love Destiny Heroes, especially D-Time. Overload Fusion Ultimate Rare, though. This card's actually good and played, but 75 for Unlimited. Well, not Unlimited. First ed lightly played. First ed mint, 110. Like, a lot of these ultis out Power of the Duelist, I feel like should be around $200. A lot of people who have them either have them PSA'd or, like, you know, they got them a long time ago. But if you're a person looking for your next high rarity ulti that you want to collect, look no further than Overload Fusion. Chimeritic Overdragon Ultimate Power of the Duelist. Now, this is an Ultimate I personally kind of want. First ed lightly plates are $235. First ed units are $400. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I really want it. Uh, you know, so if you guys want to drop some cash in the PayPal in the description below, so your boy could get a quick ulti, you know, just a spare 235. You know, no big deal. Being sarcastic, by the way, guys. Chimeritic Overdragon Power of the Duelist Ultra Rare here. Now, this is the version I actually have because this is the one I feel like affording, right? Lightly plates are like 13. Even for Unlimited, that's not too bad. First ed light play 15, but that's from a new seller, so I want to look. Limits are 19s. Okay, 19 to $20. And they are rising here. Personally, I think that the Ultra is not, for first edition, is not a bad investment. This card, if you guys don't know, has a bunch of printings, right? Like, secret rares, actually some money? Alright, what are first eds at? Well, first ed light play there at $8. I went over it really quickly. About $8, $9, 12 for near mint. Okay, so secret rares are going up. The secret rare does look beautiful, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, but wow, okay, that's more than the $3, $4. You know. Then you have like, oh yeah, I don't know why it puts me all the way down here. I apologize, guys. You have DTs here. Very good pickup, actually. Gold series, these going up. Dollars, dollar, right? A lot of people love this version, right? Personally, I would rather grab. I would either grab the first set ultras or the DT, unless you like secrets because of the art or of how it looks, right? The secrets from Legendary Collection 2 are very good. They pop out quite a bit, right? So if you want one to play, I would grab the ultra or the secret. If you want one to collect for it to go up, I grab the DT or the ultra rare, right? But the secret is still not bad for that purpose as well. But like usual, guys, if you guys could subscribe, that'd be great. If you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. Consider being a YouTube channel member. Check out my Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video. And remember to let me know what you want in the next Market Watch. I always love it when you guys give me cards. Peace.